Dr. James Van Winkle and New Haven Mortgage.
Morning, everybody. Happy hump day to you. Oh. Look, Holly, I've been looking at storm shelters. They are expensive. You know, one fits 3 adults, one fits 6 adults, one fits 8 adults. Why is there not one for 4? I'll get the cheapest one. Dollar General style. Morning, Nikki.
Who?
Nikki.
Cole came in right away and showed me this little graduation figurine that Nikki gave him yesterday. He was pumped about it.
Cole, he gets excited about things.
He'll have that up on his dash.
Oh, yeah. There's 32. I remember to hit record today. That's good. Good, Josh. Happy Wednesday to you. Thunder Radio Morning Show. Another day, another edition. Getting you to work, getting you to school, getting you home from work for you night shift warriors. We're glad to have you with us. Brought to you each and every day by Dr. James Van Winkle and his many great ways to make you look great, function great, and feel great, including Emsella treatments. Say goodbye urinary incontinence with Emsella. Learn more at drvanwinkle.com. That's drvan winkle.com right now to learn more. All right, we've got a busy day today. It is Wednesday and kind of an interesting, I don't want to say interesting, but a different show. We'll be a little bit truncated on the cameras. We'll be leaving at about 7:45 over there. And if you're listening on the radio and you're like, what cameras? You can watch the show on the Carmine Family Dental Camera Perfect Smile Cams on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Search for Thunder Radio. Give us likes, subscribes, and follows, whatever it calls for on those channels. We do appreciate that. You can watch the show there, but we'll be wrapping up the camera portion of the show at about 7:45 today. Holly's got to leave early to go to some functions. So we will end it there, and then the radio portion will continue over on AM 1320, FM 107.9, and FM 106.7. Worldwide, you can listen on the Manchester Go smartphone app. Temperature update outside the Thunder Studio, 61 degrees right now, headed for a high of about 74 today. We keep a 60% chance of rain and showers. Could see a thunderstorm rumble through the area. Had a windy one yesterday, especially through the southern part of Coffee County. 58 degrees overnight tonight. Tomorrow we clear out and get back into the 80s and then rain right back into the forecast. We'll talk more about that in a minute. Temperature update brought to you by Wisteria Hill Boutique. I just saw where they posted new dresses. They continue to post more summer and apparel for you to get that wardrobe changed out. Go find them at Wisteria Hill Boutique. That's 205 South Woodland Street in Manchester. And find them on Facebook. They do a really good job of promoting their new sales and their new stuff that they have come in off the truck. That's Wisteria Hill Boutique, 205 South Woodland Street. All right, on that note, I do believe it's time to bring in the better half of the Thunder Radio Morning Show. Across from me sits the brains of this operation, the planner, the organizer, the CEO, and president of Coffee County Broadcasting Incorporated. She's by far the looks inside of this studio. She is the Manchester Chamber of Commerce president-elect. She is Holly. Good morning to you, Holly.
Good morning.
I'm going to need you to put down your work, do your Thundies work, and focus on the morning show for now, okay? Can you do that?
I'll try.
I need you to do that.
I will be looking at you, but my brain may be elsewhere.
Well, I need you to check in here. Check in, Holly. Clock in. It's morning show time.
Dave Matthews.
I ain't got the mics off yet. Now they're off.
He sounds like a donkey.
Put that down. Put it down. Put it over there. I'm going to take it and put it up. I'm gonna take it away.
I just had something I just needed to get done right fast.
The Thundies are Saturday. Holly is full Thundies mode, but we have to do the morning show. I'm also full Thundies mode. Gonna take a little break. See.
What would you say?
The microphone's not on. She's trying to sing.
Doggy on a chain.
Put it down, Holly.
You don't say that to me often.
I should have got somebody to just co-host with me today. You got to leave early, and you're doing that.
I haven't even started yet, and you're already giving me a hard time. I could have a great show.
Comings and goings, what's happening in and around the Manchester community over the next several days. There's a lot of things happening that you need to know about. Starting tomorrow with Lemonade Day, the Lemonade Day Amazing Race with the Thunder Radio team. Here's the deal. You go to a lemonade stand. There's going to be lemonade stands everywhere across Manchester. Every elementary school in the county and the city will have one. Manchester City and Coffee County schools, and then several others throughout town. You're going to see them popped up everywhere. Stop by, get lemonade, take a picture, post it on social media, hashtag Team Josh, and you're going to be entered for a chance to win 4 tickets to Lake Winnepesaukah. Or you could put in Team Holly, but your chances to win will be less because I'll be doing drawing. So I recommend Team Josh if you want to win those 4 tickets to Lake Winnie. Okay, how about that?
Win-win.
Win.
You get lemonade, the kids sell some lemonade, and you're entered to win.
Solid interaction, Holly.
What dude?
You're off to a good start. Lemonade Day, 10:30 to 1:30. That's tomorrow. We're 3 days away from the Thundies, and that's what Holly's focused on over there on the morning show. She's got her seating chart out, and she's working on it, and she's, there you go, turn it over.
Golly, leave
it
me
away.
alone.
Take it away. Good, Holly. We have a couple of days left to sell Bonnaroo tickets. So if you live in Coffee County and you want to purchase a Bonnaroo ticket, you can do that at a little bit of a discount through Thunder Radio. Go to thunder1320.com/Bonnaroo. Deadline is Friday to get that done. And the deadline to purchase is Friday. So you can't wait till the very end of the day Friday, then try to send me an email and get that information because I'm not going to get to you in time. We are 9 days away from high school graduation, Holly. How are you feeling?
I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. I don't feel anything. I know I'm supposed to feel something. I see other moms posting about, little sad cry faces and I'm excited for him. I'm glad. I'm glad to be done with it.
That's where I thought you were headed. And I think that, I don't know when it happened, but I'm guess maybe about a year ago, we probably just hit a point where like, I'm just ready for them to be out of high school now.
I don't want to waste their.
I don't want to wish it away
wish their years away.
And I try to enjoy it when they're home, but I just hit a point where I'm like, I can't do it anymore. I can, obviously we're still doing it, but it's just.
I'm a crier. I cry, and I will probably cry at graduation.
Probably.
And I will probably cry at this senior walk I'm going to.
She's going to senior walk this morning. That's where she's got to go.
But for right now, like I've got so much going on, I can't.
The kids are broken.
Process that, and you know what makes it worse? I feel like I have one tooth right here that I did not brush good, and it feels fuzzy.
And Dr. Carmine's watching this morning. You hear that?
No, I brushed them, but I feel like maybe I skipped over this guy or something. Anyway.
You brush each tooth individually?
No, just directions.
Do that again.
What I was saying was today is senior walk, and I cried at the boy one's 5th grade graduation. But
sobbed.
Let me tell you why.
They looked around. We were sitting in the back of the cafeteria, and people were looking. This is the sound
I make.
Yeah. Yes.
That's the sound I was making crying so hard. I had worked a night shift the night before, and when I am awake for more than 24 hours, I get very emotional.
Mm-hmm.
I cried everything.
Remember that time you were awake more than 24 hours and you decided to go on a field trip?
Oh my gosh.
And I said, don't go. I said, Holly, you can't go. You can't do that. No, I can do it. I can do it.
Oh yeah. Oh, Holly's dumb because she wanted to go to her daughter's field trip to the Capitol. Nah.
Holly's dumb because she didn't listen to her husband who
You don't know everything,
interjects reason.
Josh.
Was I not correct?
You don't know every. I went. I did it. I got some pictures.
You-
They popped up on my memories, and I was like, "Oh, I remember this day."
I get a call at like 9:30 in the morning. I don't know if I can make it the rest of the day.
I had rode up there with some other parents.
She
'cause
didn't
I
even
wanna-
drive.
I didn't want to drive. I thought it's not safe
She
for
worked
me
night
to.
shift the day before.
It's not safe for me to drive as tired as I am. So I was like, "Hey, can I have a ride with y'all? I want to go to her field trip." And I get up there, and I get so sick to my stomach
Because she's too tired.
because I'm tired. So I'm emotional
I've
and
seen
I'm
this story before.
nauseous, and it's a lot of walking.
Because one thing to certainly keep you awake after a night of working is touring the state capitol. It's thrilling.
Anyway, before Josh hijacked that, I was going to say at Cole's 5th grade graduation, I cried a lot. And so I wish I hadn't, because now every time they do something, the kids are like, "Are you going to cry, Mom? Are you going to cry?"
Well, then the girl one got upset because she didn't cry at her 5th grade graduation. She's like, "Oh, you didn't cry at mine."
Listen, I teared up, but I had had a good night's sleep the night before. So I teared up like baby girls growing up, moving on to middle school makes me sad. And I had some tears, but she didn't see them. So, Mom must love the boy one more than she loves me.
That's Angel Baby Boy.
Which is
She does.
I don't like them equally. They get on my nerves equally.
Don't like. That's what we tell them when they play this little game.
I hate
Even
this
today,
game.
even today, they'll still do it. Which one you love more?
I can't just have a natural reaction. So now I'm sitting at places and I'm like, "Oh gosh, I need to cry. They need to make sure they see me cry, because if they don't," and then it messes with my head. And then I'm like, "Why am I not crying? Where are my feelings?" And it messes with me. And last night the boy was like, "Mom, you gonna cry tomorrow?" And I was like, I just snapped. And I was like, why is that a indication of my happiness? Or why do I have to cry? Why do y'all want me to cry? Y'all need to back off Mama, because she's gonna snap. Where'd I go just now?
This whole other place. Your right eyebrow is raised higher than the other one, and that eye is twitching.
It just was
Like
like,
that
"Oh,
right
I'm
eye
on
is-
the radio."
That right eye is twice as big as the left one.
I rant over. Just leave me alone. I don't know if I'm gonna cry or not.
Yeah.
But I don't want to be sitting there like Ben Stiller and Tropic Thunder trying to make himself cry on. That's what I feel like.
Just be natural.
Why can't
Ollie. It's
why
fine.
can't I? It's like, why can't I just be happy? And then the girl on Watch Through, she's like, "You bet you won't cry at mine." And I'm like, y'all leave me alone.
Graduation will probably be pretty emotional.
See, I had some parents tell me last night that the senior walkthrough of the elementary school got her more than
The graduation
yeah.
itself. Graduation, I feel like we'll be busy. You'll be taking pictures probably. I don't know. And I don't know what I'll be doing, but I'm sure I'll be doing something. I don't know that we'll have time to just sit and
take it all in.
take it all in. Yeah. I mean, but we'll have a photo to remember it by. A good one. But yeah, I don't know. We'll just see how that goes. But back to the state capitol story. So
Why are we going back
at about
there?
9:30 in the morning, I get a call. I thought I could try. I can try. She wouldn't ask me to come get her because she knew the amount of "I told you so" she was about to get. And
He will just not do something for
did-
me
I
that
didn't give. Did I
he
give
don't
you?
want to do without giving. Look at you. How many years later is it? And you're still giving me a hard time. Yes, you did give me a hard time.
I didn't at that day though. I felt bad for you, and I got in my car and I went and I picked you up, and I cussed the whole way up there. The whole way.
You don't just listen to me.
If you
Why
just
don't you just
listen.
listen?
She just, and then she tells me things like, "You got to save me from myself, Josh. You got to save me from myself. I don't know.
I wish
I can't
never
make
would-
my own
Who-
decisions."
Who's ever said anything to their husband in confidence, or just in that special
No, I believe you.
boundary and sanctity of the marriage, and for their husband to get on
And a lot of people have a radio show.
air and tell the world some of the private, intimate.
That's not private, intimate. That's
maybe something I don't like. Everybody ain't got to know I said that.
Well, they do now.
You know what makes me mad about it? Because I told you last week to quit saying it, and here you are again.
Oh, well, did you tell me that?
Oh,
but I try to take that into consideration.
Oh, you take something into consideration?
I know that.
Whoa, mark it down. Somebody give me a pen. Let me write it down.
I know that Holly can't make decisions that are logical.
When my lady brain?
So I have to come in and...
You're making me mad. Let's go to break.
And I had to come in and fix it.
Cut.
You can't just cut that.
I need my stunt double in here.
Clint said no one else in here has a public radio show, so it would still do the same. It would be the same for them. Probably. I have a feeling some of these shows will come up in the divorce hearings, like some of the clips from on my side, because Holly doesn't know how to look them up. But I'll be using them.
You're doing great. Keep going.
Thunder Radio Morning Show brought to you by Dr. James Van Winkle. Let's take a look at your weather forecast today. 60% chance of rain, so probably going to get wet again. 74 for your high today. Upper 50s overnight tonight. We clear out tomorrow. High of 81. Clouds decreasing throughout the day. Perfect for lemonade day, and it's really the only dry day we see for a while. It's going to be pretty wet Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday looks like a pretty good day, 80 degrees, and mostly sunny skies. Weather forecast brought to you by Patton Pest Control. Spiders, termites, fleas, ants, they're starting to really come out and come in this time of year. Call Tyler Patton today. There's no contract obligations at all. 931-247-0781. That's 931-247-0781. Morning show here until 8:30 today. Reminder, our cameras will come off a little early, about 7:45 today. Holly's got to go to senior walk over at College Street for the boy one. And we will update you later if she cries or she doesn't cry. I got somebody taking pictures.
Nobody better take pictures of me. That's stressful.
Now you know how I feel. When I try to just have a good time, and Paparazzi Holly has got her video camera out. I'm just trying to enjoy a Morgan Wallen concert.
Is there anything else that I do wrong that you want to tell everybody?
I don't know.
I'm sure you'll think of something right here rather quickly.
I want you to tell everybody that I was looking at storm shelters today. I was doing something you wanted.
Oh, big deal. I'll be impressed if you buy one.
We're going to get one. I told you we get one.
Well, we'll see.
Thunder Radio Morning Show here until 8:30.
Enjoy the morning show with Josh and Holly on the Carmine Family Dental Camera Perfect Smile Cams. Just find Thunder Radio on Facebook, Twitter, or to watch the show.
How much for one night stay at your house, James? He's offering me a bed.
This is a non-invasive body contouring treatment. It only takes 30 minutes. This treatment
We're going to do the We're going to do the in-house shelter, in the garage shelter. Holly,
what?
We don't have time for that.
I have time for whatever I want to. How about that?
Are you cranky? Did I make you cranky?
Yes. Golly.
I'm trying to make you cranky this segment. April says, wear sunglasses, Holly. Morning, Katie. What? Are you having problems with your scene chart?
Brian Kell here to talk about BitLimitConnect's Managed IT. We need to
Hey, we need to tell them about how we can set up a robust network. Okay, Michael Lawrence. We also need to talk to them about how we can do security awareness training. I was going to mention that also folks need to understand that cloud backup is essential.
Kevin said she's not drinking coffee. I see.
All your IT needs.
I'm not. I need to lose some weight, Kevin. I tried to fit into an outfit that I was going to wear Saturday to the Thundies, and golly, it just didn't.
It didn't. I'm sorry.
I don't need to hear anything from you about how much I need to exercise
I
or how
didn't
much
say a
sugar
word.
I eat,
I
or
didn't
you
say a
just hold
word.
all that in your mouth. Don't even let it come out.
I didn't say a word. It's very frustrating.
I can tell because I can look at your eyes. I know what you're thinking. Well, if you'd exercise every now and then, you might not be so fat.
Nobody ever said that. It was not, I have never called her fat. Y'all don't let her act as never. No, do not. I've never. I can be mean on the morning show because it's for fun, but I've never ever called her fat or told her she needed to work out because she was fat. I've asked her to work out with
Oh,
me.
he says, you're looking a little jiggly. I mean,
I never said
you
that.
need to get healthy. I'm worried about your health.
I've never said
You
that.
should be worried about your own health, buddy.
Like I said, you can drink coffee, just drink it black.
I would rather eat dirt.
With stevia. You can have it with stevia. Annette's not familiar with the Thundies. We'll tell you about the Thundies when we come back, Annette. We got about 15 seconds here. I'd tell you about it now, but I don't have time to start it and finish it. The Thundies are magical. Also very stressful.
I'm not stressed.
No, Holly's not stressed. I've never said she was fat or needed to lose weight. I want you to clarify that for them. That's too far.
Cancel culture thinking. You know what? You might want to change the channel. Yeah, because you're about to get offended. Okay, you've been warned. This is the Thunder Radio Morning Show with Josh and Holly.
Like on the morning show where Holly would rather have dirt than black coffee. No
Same
coffee
thing.
today for Holly. We were talking about that during the break over on the Carmine Family Dental cameras. Holly is not drinking coffee, and the viewers have noticed that she has thrown down almost a whole bottle of water this morning.
Very thirsty.
No coffee.
Parched. No, I don't know.
She's quit.
I've tried to cut back on my calories.
There's not a lot of calories in coffee.
It is in the sugar I put in the coffee.
That is true.
So
So you don't want me to bring you coffee in the mornings anymore?
well, I had a half of a regular.
Okay, so you had some coffee this
I
morning.
had some coffee.
Just not the big mug.
Yeah, I didn't bring my Yeti of coffee in like normal.
30 ounces or whatever we drink in the mornings. So you've decided no more coffee.
I don't know. Maybe tomorrow, maybe I'll bring 2 Yetis in. I don't know, but I'm just going with the flow, and I decided to go with water today. I have been trying to cut back on my calories, and I feel like I'm eating a fraction of the food that I was in the fall and winter, a fraction. And I feel like maybe I have lost weight in my fingers because it's not coming off.
Gloves are fitting looser.
Not coming off anywhere else. Maybe my earlobes have slimmed down. I don't know where.
Have you lost weight?
I'm not getting on a scale. I try to judge it by, my clothes and
how they fit.
and how I.
Well, I'm not. Don't get mad at me.
Do
not get mad at
even
me.
say this next sentence.
No.
Don't even say it. I ain't trying to hear that this morning.
I'm
warning you.
It's not that bad. It's not that bad, Holly. I'm just going to ask if you've tracked your calories, or if you just are guessing that you feel like you've ate less. I'm just asking a question.
No, I've not tracked them. I know how much the food is, and so I'll do loose math in my head.
Oh, good. How good Holly is.
I cannot stand you today. I
You
just
just left it wide
really,
open.
if
You
a
left it open.
good-looking man came in here, I'd be gone.
There are guys right now throwing their shoes on, trying to get out the door right now. And their wife's trying to figure out where they're going. They're headed to the Thunder Radio Studios on Oakdale Street
No, I'm not. I'm not trying to. No.
for tryouts. They're coming in here for tryouts. Now, I was just asking. I didn't know if you were doing that or if you were just guesstimating. I wasn't trying to take a jab or anything.
Then why are you asking me that?
I was curious what you were doing. Or if
So
you were
curiosity killed the cat. You know that? I don't have a plan, Josh. I just woke up today and decided to drink a bottle of water.
good. I'm proud of you.
I don't need your
I'm proud of you, Holly.
spiel.
I
on-
didn't give you a
on-
spiel. I just was asking. I'm very proud of you for your choices.
I don't want it.
She didn't want my pride. Annette was wondering about the Thundies over here on the Carmine Family Dental Cam. She asked a question. Said, I don't know anything about the Thundies. I don't know what they are. So the Thundies Sports Awards. And so we'll run that down after I take this phone call. Hey, can you swing me that microphone there? I don't
We
know.
try this. It never works.
It never works. Oh, man. Sorry. I didn't realize it was over there. Tiffany moves things and don't put them back where they're supposed to go. So we'll talk to her about her job performance later. Morning show.
Curiosity may have killed the cat, but satisfaction brought him back.
Oh, I've never heard that one. Thank you. Thank you for calling.
If he
in.
comes
That's why
back,
cats have 9 lives.
That is. They have a. Seems like they got more than that. Thanks for
if he
calling.
comes back, I'm gonna kill him again.
So Shannon wants to know what's loose math. What is loose math?
Where you round up and round down, roundabout. Like say something's 37 calories. I'll say 35.
Yeah.
I may say 30 because I might not finish the whole thing. It's hard to know. Like if a Pop-Tart, that's probably not a good food, but
Let me tell you the
Let me
calories of
try-
my Pop-Tarts.
let me try again. If an apple,
She ain't had no apple. When's the last time you ate an apple?
I get the little apple slices. I had just had some a few days ago.
Janice says my husband would call that girl math. Not loose math. It's girl math.
I may not finish the whole thing.
So-
How am I supposed to know? I'm not gonna.
If 2 Pop-Tarts is 300 calories and I only have 3/4 of one Pop-Tart, how many calories is that?
I'm not doing all that. I'll just say 120. That's what I would call it.
That's close. Yeah.
See, that's loose math.
Murray says Pop-Tarts have fruit in them. So
Strawberry Pop-Tart.
solid.
Hey, why
Solid.
don't they just go ahead and frost that thing all the way to the edges?
What is that about?
Just put that icing all the way to the edges. It's not, I mean, we don't want that little brown crusty part.
And
We
that's-
want icing on it.
And that says Pop-Tarts are very high in carbs. Those are not good for you, Holly. Annette is coming in
Hey,
today strong.
I will say I don't know.
She
It's
doesn't
been
eat
a,
Pop-Tarts much.
it's been a long
Yeah.
time since I've had a Pop-Tart. Probably months.
Yeah,
not years. Because I do love Pop-Tarts. But it's been months.
Yeah. Occasionally, I'll get the hankering for a Pop-Tart. I mean, once every couple of years.
During the winter, I found myself like just soaking in a bubble bath eating Pop-Tarts.
She dropped one in the bathtub, didn't you?
Yeah.
So the Thundies, that's where we were going before we got that phone call. So the Thundies Sports Awards. This will be the 3rd year for those. They're this Saturday. They are sold out. And so it kind of spun. This is Holly's idea. When we first bought the radio
He's
station.
trying to be nice.
No,
He's trying to throw some compliments my way.
catch it. Just catch
I
it.
don't want that.
I have given you credit for this before, so don't act like this is new. So Holly kind of had the idea when we first bought the station. She said, I want to do a sports awards show and I want to call it the Thundies. And we really didn't have anything else. And I was like, okay, we'll get to that. Because we had a lot going on when we first bought the station. We couldn't do it. Well, after our sports director, Dennis Weaver, passed away in July of 2020, and we started the Weave Foundation, the Dream for Weave Foundation, to help local athletes and local sports programs, because that's what Dennis Weaver was passionate about. We were looking for fundraising ideas, like how can we raise money? What can we do, to fund this foundation? Because we can't, fund it out of our own pockets all the way through. So, Holly came back to the Thundies idea. She's like, we should do the Thundies, and that could be our thing. And like the Elam Foundation has their event, and Sportsman has their event, and so this is kind of our one event, and it's kind of grown from there. We had it 2022 was our first year, and then 2023, and then this year will be our third. And we take all the sports programs at Coffee County High School, and we have a awards committee. It's not just me and Holly. There's 8 or 9 or 7 people on that awards committee. We pick the best person from each sport.
It's hard to
It's
come
very
to
hard. Yeah.
and sometimes
That's why there's a panel.
and sometimes the votes, they come out where we have to vote again, you
Yeah.
know, and then we'll start to talk about things about the athletes, and some people switch their vote. It's hard to do.
So we have that panel. We get together probably 3 times throughout the year, and we'll vote, on the Thundy winner for that sport. The Thundy winner for boys basketball, the Thundy winner for girls basketball, and it's basically the best player on that team. It's not just a senior. That's part of we really made that a point of emphasis when we started. We want the best player. We're not going to punish.
If the best athlete on a team is a sophomore, we're not going to.
I'm not going to punish them for their age.
Yeah.
If they are the best player on the team and they made the most contributions, then they're going to win that award. If it's kind of a tie, we're not sure. They both
and that
were very good.
happens a lot.
Then we'll go with the senior in that case sometimes. But so that's what we do, and then we send them invites, and they get to come for free thanks to Al White Ford Lincoln. And then if their parents and family want to come, they buy tickets, and then those tickets go to pay for dinner and things like that. And then we also do scholarships that night. Our scholarship committee, we have a scholarship committee that's separate from the awards committee. That's
different group.
I think there's a couple people that overlap, but it's still a separate group. They get together, they take the scholarship applications, and we take the money that we've raised through the year, and we pick, the folks that will be getting some scholarship money, and we hand that out at the Thundies as well. So we'll be doing about $35,000 this year for scholarships, and then tons of individual awards. We'll have a team of the year, and then our bigger awards, the Dennis Weaver Male Athlete of the Year, Dennis Weaver Female Athlete of the Year. This year we got a new award for Westwood Middle School. That'll be the Joel Vinson Female Athlete of the Year. And we do Coffee Middle School Male and Female Athlete of the Year too. So we incorporate the middle schools a little bit to get them used to the Thundies. So that's how the Thundies work. And they are this Saturday. And we'll be having about 320 folk there. And the capacity is 320 folk. We've sold this thing out 3 years in a row. When we first started, I was like, how are we going to
Fill these seats.
It's like 300 seats, a lot of seats. We're going to have a hard time. We know we opened ticket, and this year we just kind of really didn't even open ticket sales to the public. I mean, they're open to the public, but we basically just sent the athletes their invitations.
Yeah.
And we didn't promote it. We're just like, let them buy their tickets, let their friends and family buy their tickets. And it's pretty much sold out that way. Last year, I made the mistake of saying Thundies tickets are on sale, and we sold 150 tickets in about 3 days, and we hadn't even given the athletes their invites yet. So I was like, we had to shut that down. We almost ran into a bit of a problem. So that's how the Thundies work. So we enjoy that, being a part of that. It is a lot of work, though, that goes into putting that on. Holly does most of the work. And then I do some of the work.
It feels weird when you're giving me back-to-back compliments without an insult in there.
Well, she does do most of the work. I put together the slideshows for the pre-event and then in-event stuff, but I gotta get Holly's pictures to do it because she takes the pictures all year long. I mean, she's the backbone. It makes the station go
enough.
and
Okay,
the foundation
you can
go.
Stop. You got me feeling weird.
Yeah. So it's gonna be. Shannon says, "Look at all that loose math Josh is using." Me and Holly and maybe 9 people, maybe 7 people, whatever.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember.
When you said that, I was like, that does not sound like you know what you're talking about.
I couldn't remember how many people were on it, and I didn't want to try to sit here and name them off. I think it's 7. Now that I think about it, I think we have
an odd number.
I think we have 9 people on the Dream for We Foundation board, but that's some of the people on the awards committee aren't on the board. They're just people in the community we've grabbed to be a part of that. So big thanks to Holly for all of her hard work this year to put that on.
Yeah.
She's doing a good job. What?
You're done.
That's
enough.
Give it some compliments. Enjoy your water over there. If she's going to be like this, I want somebody to bring her some coffee. She needs when people are dehydrated and you got to give them an IV drip of what is that you give them?
Like a bag of vitamins?
Yeah, whatever people, you know, when somebody's
What is it?
what
are you trying to say, boy?
You do this, you know, when people are dehydrated, like,
I
hey, can
do
you come give
this.
me a IV?
I don't know what you're talking about.
So Holly does this, and we need to get yours just with just sugar water in it, just some sugar,
No,
get you up and going. There's nobody here. Holly randomly, for no reason, just
I
moves
hear
the curtain.
noises out the window. This segment has
Oh, the people love the Thundies. They're enjoying it. There's nobody out there, Holly.
I hear dogs or something, Josh.
She keeps opening the curtains. Morning show.
Are you trying to say a bag of fluids?
Just
Yeah,
a bag of fluids. Yeah.
Yeah.
She knows that, Matthew. She's being a jerk, and back to me being my normal self. All right, we've got more fun this morning. Thunder Radio Morning Show brought to you by Dr. James Van Winkle. It's almost lake, pool, beach season. Make sure you're looking great. M-Sculpt Neo can spot reduce fat as much as 30% in the area you want to treat. Maybe it's the abs, maybe it's the biceps. You want to get that booty looking good. Go by and see them at Dr. Van Winkle's office, 1030 MacArthur Street. Learn more at drvanwinkle.com. Games, when we come back, we've got, is it named that movie today?
Movie.
Name that movie today. Coming up next on the Thunder Radio Morning Show. Brought to you by Dr. James Van Winkle.
Broadcasting from the Unity Medical Center studios, this is Thunder Radio. Your home.
Bag of morphine. That sounds like a plan. Dilaudid. That's where it's at. Is morphine more powerful than Dilaudid? Because I don't think I could take anything else.
You're gonna be like those people that come into the emergency room being like, I'm allergic to all pain medicines except Dilaudid. Or they'll be like, I don't know, it starts with a D. That's the only one I can take.
They list off all the other
They
complicated
know what
names.
it's called. They know how to spell it. They know the pharmaceutical name for it. It's generic brands. They know.
I'll take all those things.
I like this outfit. It's a go-to outfit when I need to look
Nice and comfy.
presentable. But man, I hate having to go to the bathroom in this. I got to take the whole thing off.
That sounds like a problem.
Now, your local obituary report on Thunder Radio, brought to you by Central Funeral Home. At Central Funeral Home, we have been helping local families make money arrangements in advance for many years. We can help you plan ahead so that when our services are needed, everything will be in order and your family can begin the healing process without the burdens of having to make arrangements at the time of need. At Central Funeral Home, we make funeral planning easy for you. Central Funeral Home, 100% family owned and operated.
There are no obituaries to report at this time.
The local obituary report on Thunder Radio, brought to you by Central Funeral Home. The latest can be found online at WMSRradio.com. Coffee County Bank is here for all your
I hurried up to get to the obituaries, and I heard there were no obituaries to report at this time. So,
friendly experts are here to help you. Call us today to get our great rates. Or your
Raiders.
Coffee County Bank. The 2024 Atlanta Braves are on a mission.
You want them Percocets? Dr. Carmine? I don't think I've ever had Percocets. Hydrocodones. I don't do well with that kind of medicine. But when I got that Dilaudid that time, I got my face broke. I could see how people get addicted to that. Dr. Carmine says he gets that too. People come in and say, I only take one medicine. It starts with a P and ends with a T. I can't remember. I don't think I've had Percocet.
I had never had a
I don't think I've
Percocet.
had those.
I don't.
Holly doesn't do well.
I don't know. Maybe I
with
have.
hydros.
I don't even. I can't. I don't like taking medicine. I say that, and I also need to say that when a doctor prescribes me 800 milligrams of ibuprofen, I was like, I think to myself, I probably on a regular basis take too much ibuprofen.
Yeah, pretty well.
If the
acclimated to
doctor-
ibuprofen.
If the doctors are prescribing me 800 milligrams of ibuprofen to help with something that's going to cause me pain, I take that if I think I'm going to get a headache.
Right? Like I feel like I might get a headache later. Before I go out drinking, let me have these ibuprofen.
But that's really the only medicine I ever take.
Hey, it's Heather with New Haven Mortgage, and you're listening to the Thunder Radio Morning Show with Josh and Holly.
Past the top of the hour, the Thunder Radio Morning Show rolling along, brought to you by Dr. James Van Winkle. We talk a lot about the non-surgical options, but there are surgical options, including laser liposuction. That's in office, believe it or not. Liposuction doesn't have to be in the hospital. You can do this in office with some local anesthetic, and you're back on your feet within a week or two. Learn more at drvanwinkle.com, 1030 MacArthur Street in Manchester. I am Josh. Holly, welcome back.
Thanks.
Getting some doctoral advice over here from Dr. Carmine on the Carmine Family Dental cameras. That's how awesome our sponsors are. You know? Like you think of a sponsor on a show or whatever, and you don't know if they actually watch or listen to the show. Like Dr. Van Winkle listens to the show all the time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's always
Interacts.
listening and texting the answers. He loves it. And Dr. Carmine's over here telling us how much ibuprofen you need to take.
What did he say?
800 milligrams ibuprofen plus 2 extra strength Tylenol every 6 hours.
Oh,
So
I didn't know you could take those together.
he said plus.
Okay.
So he didn't say rotation. I don't know. But I always give Holly medicine. She always questions whether I'm trying to kill her.
I
She's
just don't like
Are you
taking
sure?
medicine."
Are you sure I could take this much of this? Are you sure? And I'm, yes, Holly, just take it. Just take it.
He don't know. He don't know about medicines. He'll just like put a little cocktail together for me. And he doesn't know if those medicines will have an adverse reaction to each other. He just handed me medicine.
I didn't know, officer.
He's like, just
She was
shut up.
hurting. Just shut up. So anyway, but he's watching the show. Dr. Van Winkle listens, and like Al White for Lincoln, they're a big title sponsor on our broadcast, and Mike Jernigan, Thomas White, and those guys are always texting me about the games that we got on. So
Yeah.
they're just. I feel like it's just different. I don't feel like it's how it works at all stations. I could be
Especially
wrong.
not at the bigger
No,
syndicated.
no. The big cumulus groups.
Yeah.
Oh, gross. All right, what's happening at Prater's?
I don't know. I can't find my menu, but they do have meatloaf. I don't know.
Where'd the menu go? Oh, I'm sorry.
They do have the
We
meatloaf
got the
today.
meatloaf.
And
We get some meatloaf. The meatloaf. We want it now. The meatloaf.
pork loin over dressing, smoked pulled pork,
And some sides.
all the fixins. Find Prater's at 620 Woodbury Highway.
We'll have to find the menu. Where did it go?
$9.99. A meat and two.
Oh, I thought you were saying the address.
No.
No, it's like such good deals over there. And I talked to Gary, it wasn't long ago, and he was telling me the food prices and what they've done. And he didn't say during our current presidency, but I put together the years. I mean, he was just saying since this year. And the food prices have just gone through the roof, and he has done everything he can do to keep prices the same. Like there's not a lot of places you're going to go and get $9.99 meat and two
No.
with healthy portions for lunch. So y'all go by and see them and support them because they're doing their best to keep prices down for you. 620 Woodbury Highway in Manchester. All right, Holly, name that movie.
I've got a little snippet of a movie Josh is going to play.
Oh,
You're
that's a good one.
You're gonna play the 1 or 2. That's the same clip. I just didn't want to confuse you. I only have 2 clips today. So
Okay.
Josh is gonna play a clip. If you can figure out the name of the song, movie, give us a call on the Ben Lomond hotline. The area code is 931-728-1320, or you can dial that second line 728-3526 for a chance to win a T-shirt, and I'll throw in a bag of Black Rifle coffee.
Here we go.
Over there, that creek, man, I found a couple of soaps on the arrowhead.
Name that movie.
Let's play it again.
Over there, that creek, man, I found a couple of sharks on the arrowhead.
Who can name
This
it?
is such a good movie. Oh, I remember the boy. The first time we let the boy one watch
He
this.
just texted me, the boy.
Does he know the name?
Yeah.
Okay. I love that movie. All right. Morning show.
The Trailer Park Boys?
Good guess.
Oh, good
not
guess,
right.
but that's not it. Good try. No. Shannon says this is the autobiography of Mike Tyson. No, not right. Josh Taylor says Joe Dirt. That's also
I love this.
not right.
This is a good one today.
Morning show.
Did somebody get it yet?
Not
No.
yet.
Napoleon Dynamite.
There it is.
Yeah.
It is Napoleon Dynamite. What's your name?
Dr. Carmine.
Dr. Carmine.
Hey.
Yes.
I don't. You don't need to give me anything. I'm cool. I just knew it.
Just knew it. That's a good movie. It's a classic.
It's
Oh, it's a
funny.
classic.
It's one of those we don't watch it often, but like every couple of 2-3 years, it's like we haven't seen that in
It's
a while.
that
Let's
one of
watch
those
it.
movies you quote.
Yeah, you walk around quoting that one.
It's like Top Gun. When it's on, you're gonna watch it.
Right.
Absolutely. Thanks for playing. We appreciate you.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Play that 3-second clip.
Over there, that creek, man, I found a couple of sharks on the arrowhead.
Can't find my checkbook. Hope you don't mind I pay you in change.
We was at that chicken farm.
Yes.
They had like egg sandwiches and boiled eggs. It looked like they were drinking egg yolk. Ugh.
Oh yeah. I think that him dancing
I loved that.
during the talent show.
When I saw
he-
it, I was like, this movie is going to be so dumb. And it is, but in
but
all the
it's
right
perfect.
ways.
And then Uncle Rico. But I throw that football over them mountains.
Because we know someone. Everybody knows an Uncle Rico.
Yeah. They may not actually be your uncle, but they're that guy who brags about such things.
Like working out.
no,
Like
it's not
you.
the same thing.
You're
Holly.
Uncle Rico.
I'm not.
Uncle Pedo.
Dr. Carmina just put in there the Uncle Rico football scene was the best.
Yeah.
No, and when he throws and hits him on the bike. But I am not Uncle Rico by at all. Not even a little bit.
The amount of money it took to make the film versus
Wasn't it real cheap?
very cheap.
Like $7 million or something. Like it
No,
wasn't
less,
much.
less than that. It was in the thousands,
Are you
hundred
serious?
thousands. Yeah. And versus what they
What they made. You go look that up. What was the net on that?
what let's see. Cost of
We'll all wait patiently.
$400,000.
$400,000.
It grossed almost 45 million. 400,000, yeah.
My loose math tells me it's pretty good. We've been doing a lot of loose math this morning.
You just kind of rounding. It's not exact math. You know everybody knows what I'm talking about. Don't try and make fun of me for it.
Thunder Radio Morning Show brought to you by Dr. Van Winkle. All the quotes from
Napoleon
Dynamite are popping up over here in our camera feed. You can watch the show on the Carmine Family Dental Camera Perfect Smile Cams, Facebook, Twitter, or X, if that's what you want to call it, or YouTube. Head on over there, watch the show. Just search for Thunder Radio, and you can see the live feed. We'll be ending the live feed early today, 7:45. Holly has to go cry at the senior walk at College Street Elementary School, so she'll be doing that later on. So we won't have the camera. Wait, you know what we should do? What time does that thing start?
8.
I could keep the cameras going, send you a link, and you can remote camera in from over there, and we can see if you're crying and cheering the way you're
Who
supposed to.
cares if I'm? Why
No,
does everybody? Why is
People
it?
are very
Is it a
intrigued
fascination if I cry or not?
by what you're doing. Well, they want to know which one's your favorite kid. So we'll compare this year's crying
Well,
versus
yeah,
next year's
yeah,
crying.
No. The circumstances are not always the same.
Oh, I agree. And sometimes there's a certain day where I may be all up in my feels, and the next day I'm not. And if the wrong thing happens to me on that day, it's not good.
Because you are very extreme
Me?
in your reactions.
No. Kate says, I'll be there and I will be crying.
Now I have to be like, okay, I gotta cry. I can't let these other moms think I'm heartless.
Oh, she's heartless.
And then it'll put too much pressure on me and I won't be able to perform.
She may not even go to this thing, y'all. She may not even show up now.
I can't.
She's going to sit in the parking lot, rocking back and forth. I don't know. Like those times in the grocery store.
Or I might just flip out, go in and just start, like everything finally just break. And I just they find me in the nurse's station later. They're trying to give me the medicine that starts with a P and ends with a T to calm me down.
Rhymes with Schmirkaset. Thunder Radio Morning Show here until 8:30. Cameras here today until 7:45. Brought to you by Dr. Van Winkle. Congratulations to Dr. Carmine winner on Name That Movie. You're going to be faster than that. We'll play Stupid Silly Stat when we come back. Chance to win more prizes. Quick news break right here.
Now, another update from the WMSR Thunder Radio News Center.
This local...
Murray said you can hang with him. Leanne says, my example of loose math is when I tell my husband it was only $200 when it was $299 plus tax.
Yes.
Yeah, and I know this. That's why I check credit card statements.
You better watch out. I'll get my own credit card.
Your mama said I must be off. I didn't cry at any of mine.
My mom is a different breed.
She's kind of stoned. That's Mayor Pro Tem Laura there. Y'all address her. Y'all address her with respect.
Put some respect on my name.
Madam Mayor Pro Tem. Y'all better hope nothing happens to Dennis Hunt. I'm just kidding. People called me at 8:15 last night and say, thanks for answering my phone call.
Was it JM?
Yes.
He got the name that movie wrong. He thought it was Ted.
So my do not disturb on my cell phone automatically turns on at like 7:30 or 8. So it's not that I don't want to be bothered. It's just sometimes we go to sleep that early. And so I just go ahead and I'm like, you know what, just go ahead and cut on. That way, I'm not bothered. But if you need me, you just call twice. We'll have the boy one and the girl one are listening to the show on the way in. Did he guess it right? The movie?
Yeah.
Good for him.
Are you doing the after 8 segment today?
I'm going to do birthdays, and then it's going to be a best of clip to carry us through.
Today's stat, I'm going to try and make it a little more difficult.
Yesterday did not go well for us.
3 people got it right on the first try.
Including me. If you call somebody and they go straight to voicemail, do you automatically call back or no? I call back. But I assume maybe they were dialing me at the same time. Probably not. Or it's on Do Not Disturb and I want to talk to them.
Did you know a physical sign that you're working too hard is that your nose is cold.
I did not know that. Dana says she calls back. Team call back. Just once. But I assume if it goes like it's they were dialing a number at the same time or something, or
Yeah.
and I don't want to. I'm having to explain this to somebody right now.
Explain what?
That you should always call me twice if it goes straight to voicemail. Unless it's after 9, in which case do not call me again. I probably really am asleep then. Maybe last night I fell asleep at. It's pretty early. Like 8:45. Do people still leave voicemails? I leave voicemails and I check my voicemails.
I do not. Don't leave me a voicemail. I'm not going to listen to it.
Although I got a voicemail the other day that's 55 seconds long. No. Just when we had all that power outages, it was like a transmitter calling me.
Is our plumber going to do some plumbing?
Doubtful.
Is that why he's calling?
He never even told me what plumbing to get.
Oh, you have to get it?
Yeah. I was like, well, just let me know which kind, the 1.5 inch or the 2 inch, and nothing.
Shouldn't have drank all that water.
Uh-oh.
When I got a jumper on.
I hear it all right here on Thunder Radio.
We turn the dirt and work until the
Manchester's only live and local radio morning show. You're listening to Josh and Holly on Thunder Radio.
proud to be from God.
Thanks for hanging out with us Monday through Friday, 6:30 till 8:30. Getting you to work, getting you to school, getting you home from work for you night shift warriors out there. I'm glad to have you along. Morning show brought to you by Dr. James Van Winkle. Quick temperature update. Cloudy, overcast skies out this morning. Little haze and fog in the area. 63 degrees right now. Headed for high of 74 with a 60% chance of rain showers and a thunderstorm or two lingering. Temperature update brought to you by Wisteria Hill Boutique. Folks, Wisteria Hill in downtown Manchester at 205 South Woodland Street and the Woodland Shopping Plaza. They've got all of your summer apparel ready to go and ready for you to come on by and see them. They've got deals pretty much every day. They're always having sales. Find them on Facebook. They stay pretty up to date there. Wisteria Hill Boutique. They do giveaways and things all the times. And you can find them online at wisteriahillonline.com. Holly, welcome back.
Thanks.
All right. We have more games to play and jokes to tell. Joke of the day.
Why should you never play cards on a safari?
Why, Holly?
Too many cheetahs.
Solid, Holly. Solid work.
And now it's time for stupid, silly statistics that you never knew
I don't know where you're getting your statistics.
and probably don't need.
Him, did you bring your statistics?
Stupid silly stat wrapped up by our friends at Freedom Automotive. Be sure to find them at 515 Hillsborough Boulevard. Right now, they're having their biggest tire sale of the year. That's right, their biggest tire sale of the year at Freedom Automotive. 515 Hillsborough Boulevard in Manchester, right in front of College Street Elementary, locally owned and operated. Holly, stupid silly stat.
A new study says that 53% of Americans do this impulsively when shopping. What is it?
It's a good one today.
53% of Americans do this impulsively when shopping. What is it?
2 tickets to Lake Winnie. Giving those away today if you get the right answer. Morning show.
Eating.
Good guess. Not
Great
right.
guess, but not it. Because you go shopping, you got to grab something to eat, right? Morning show.
Overspend.
Right, but no, not right.
Man, that is so easy to do.
It's not.
Let's go, Brandon.
Morning show.
Give to charities.
Golly. Third caller got that right. Nailed it. Third caller got it. What's your name?
Carly.
Carly. How did you know that, Carly?
I used to work at a gas station, well, a couple of gas stations, and there's always something that we're trying to beg you for. So
I always say no, and then I feel bad about it. But I give to my local charities. But, they're always trying to round up. Round up. Give another 30 cents.
honestly, I'm the same way. I'm the same way.
Good. Well, good job, Carly. Come on by. I've got 2 tickets to Lake Winnie for you, okay?
Thank you so much.
Thank
All
you
right,
so much for
bye-bye.
listening and playing. Have a good day. Yeah, impulsively give to charities. And this is going to be Holly. She's done better.
I don't do that anymore, Josh, but I don't know what I've been watching lately, but the ASPCA has been putting on some.
You looked up something.
I didn't look up anything.
You clicked on something. I don't know. But we're getting a lot of those commercials.
Man, I don't understand how folks can be mean to, well, anybody, but animals. Hey, we're working.
I'm sending a work message.
That's not a work message.
It's pretty important, yeah.
Are you sending it to me?
No, not to you. I'm listening.
I'll just wait for you to get done. Everybody here we'll all just wait for Josh.
And now you've interrupted my train of thought, and I can't even send this anymore. I can't even focus enough to send the words.
Well, I can't focus enough to finish this segment.
Right.
So
done. Did it. How about that? Now back to what you were saying, ASPCA.
And it's for $25 a day. You can, maybe not that. Maybe it's $25 a month.
I think it's a month.
For the price of a large cup of coffee a day, 3 times a day, for an entire year, you could get this ASPCA blanket.
Right.
And also,
we're talking about Starbucks prices.
Hey, the Coffee County Animal Shelter all the time has their need for like dog food, or I saw where they needed some swimming pools, like for the dogs to get in. And so I'm sure they're not going to turn away some donations, some toys, some little dog toys, and whatever.
So the stat was that people impulsively give to charities, and it's like when you go check out and it's, your total's $6.14, and like, would you like to round up and give the rest of this money to St. Jude's or whatever they're doing? And I don't, it's fine. And if you do that, that's fine. I have decided not to do that because I don't know Speedway corporate.
You don't give to St. Jude's?
Calm down, Holly.
Oh my gosh.
I give to the local charities. We give to the Elam Foundation. We give to the Weave Foundation. We give to the Sportsman. We give to pretty much anybody that asks, generally. I shouldn't say that on the air. But, it's a lot of local charities because it's going to stay local. And I'm not saying that the Ronald McDonald House or whatever that people are asking money for aren't great causes. But I don't know.
Children's Advocacy.
Yeah, we get to Children's Advocacy. I don't know, Kangaroo gas station corporate headquarters and how that money's handled, and I just don't want to do that. If you do, that's fine. And I'm sure it's handled fine. I'm not accused. I just rather not.
And that's okay.
Yeah. Plus I'm cheap. I don't mind doing it at the gas station. When it pops up on the screen, would you like to donate? And I'm like, no. But at like the drive-through line,
when they
ask, I feel a little bit worse. But I'm pretty quick. I'm like, no, thank you, not today.
Well, I got to where I was going through fast food eating every day. And every day they were asking, do you want to donate? Well, rounding up, every day of the week, that adds up. Loose math. What's what Dr. Carmine's saying? If you give to everyone who asks, you're going to be broke. I know.
That's why I've had to put the clamps down.
Yeah.
We can't say yes to everybody.
That's been hard for me. Our first year owning the station.
Well, I was just cutting them checks, buddy.
Do you want to sponsor us? Do you want to? And I don't want to. I do. I want to. I want to sponsor all of you, all of the teams and all of the because then we'll have like DECA kids, not just the athletes, the other organizations will come, and I'm like, gosh. that's why I feel like it's super important to support the businesses that are putting money back into the community.
Yes.
So
100.
Take our business for instance. I won't pick on anybody else just because this is what we do. I appreciate everybody listening to us, and it makes me proud when the community sees that we're giving back to the community.
Yeah.
I hope people look at that and say, hey, Thunder Radio
Preach, Holly.
supports locally.
Yes.
We want to support them.
Good, Holly.
And their advertisers.
Yes, and their advertisers. That's where it's at. We get that a lot. What can we do to help? What can we do to help?
Do the businesses that you're using give back to the community?
Yeah.
Just ask that little question.
Yeah. And do you hear them on Thunder Radio? If you hear them on Thunder Radio, then patron those businesses if you can. All right. Speaking of patroning businesses, Common John Brewing Company is open today for breakfast starting at 8 a.m. And you have no idea how hard I'm having to hold back the want to go down there and spend all day instead of working on the fundies. They'll be serving breakfast starting at 8. I can work on the fundies down there and have a burrito, right? You can go down there and hang out with them as well. Good day to hang out outside. I know what you're thinking. Well, Josh, it might be raining. They've got a covered area outside now. So you can hang out down there. 210 Woodbury Highway, CommonJohnBC.com. Wednesday's Worst Criminals coming up. Birthdays after that.
Coffee County Bank is here for all your banking needs. Whether you need a checking account, a money market, or even a CD, our friendly experts are here to help you. Call us today to get our great rates and terms. We are your local bank.
They're in my top right drawer. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for playing.
Yeah, of course.
Their team members want you to know that they're the real deal.
Going to work?
Yes, I drop off the kids. I leave for my break and then
Jump off the kids? Oh,
Go
goodness.
back.
Tight schedule. Hurry up, Holly. She's got to get back.
Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Are you looking for a dental office that can take care of your entire family's dental needs? Look no further than Carmine Family Dental in Deckard. Led by Dr. Carmine, their team specializes in both implant and full value.
And unsolicited calls with asking if they want to fund my son's college fund. They say no. That's good.
My smile was completely constructed by Dr. Carmine and his team. Whether it's a routine cleaning or a complete smile transformation, Carmine Family Dental is here.
Yeah, people are they do the fraudulent thing, Nikki. It's unfortunate.
Call Carmine Family Dental today at 931-967-6861.
Josh said he changed the channel when those animal commercials come on. See, I would like to, but we don't really watch live TV. It's just streaming, or whatever. So it'll come on during a show we're streaming. So we really kind of have to sit through it. There's really no changing it. Streaming's about to get more expensive than TV was. Everybody went to the streaming, cut the cord, right? But then now cut the cord. Now those prices gone up, and now, but you gotta have all these different streaming services. You got to have Hulu, and you got to have Netflix. Oh, and you got to have Peacock now. Oh, you need to have this. So now all the streaming services and the costs are more than just having what DirecTV was back in the day. You might have to go back. I like the convenience, though. Wednesday's Worst Criminal when we come back, baby.
Josh accidentally talked to me like he talks to me when we're off air. I don't think he meant to call me baby on air because that's not something he does. Do you forget where you were?
I mean, woman, when we come back, we're going to do that. You remember when I said, Dana said she ends unsolicited calls with asking if they want to fund my son's college fund. They say no and hang up. Wednesday's Worst Criminals. What?
I'm reading Wednesday's Worst Criminals.
All right. Yeah, sports are struggling on the streaming. I don't watch a lot of sports anymore. Like, I watch the basic stuff, so I get it on Hulu. But, losing Bally really hurt because I can't watch the Braves anymore. And then one year, I think it was 2 years ago, DirecTV started their streaming. You can get it like $50 a month. So I got that for 3 months just to watch the Braves because they had it. But then it jumped to $100 a month. Back on the morning show, Josh and Holly with you, getting you to work, getting you home from work for you night shift warriors. Congratulations to Carly. She already came by and got them prizes, buddy. She was ready to go. I hope that they enjoy that trip to Lake Winnepesaukah. We'll have some other Lake Winnie giveaways throughout the summertime, so y'all be heads up for that on the morning show and other places as well. All right, Holly, it is Wednesday. That means it is time for Wednesday's Worst Criminals, and I don't have the music, so you're just going to have to start going.
Police in Ontario have announced the winner of their silliest excuse competition. A woman stopped for speeding explained to them that she had stepped on the accelerator when she was adjusting her seat, repositioning to pass gas. She just needed to, sometimes you got to get a little leverage. Let it out,
Sometimes you don't create a little space. That thing will just run right down your leggings. You just see a bubble come right down through there. Does that never happen to you?
I know that it's human nature. Everybody does it. Everybody does it. It's just it's no more out there than a hiccup. It's not a big deal. But when somebody does it and I hear it, I can't help but laugh.
She laughs so hard.
That's something that I have never done in front of Josh.
The girl one's the same way. She like the dog. And she will do that and she will laugh so hard. She thinks that's so funny. She's just like you. It's funny how alike you two are.
A woman who was shot by her ex-boyfriend says she was saved by her breast implants. She testified that the bullet went through both implants before inflicting a minor wound on her arm. She was very pleased with her bulletproof chest.
And if you would like this kind of protection, Dr. Van Winkle offers breast augmentation services here in Manchester. Learn more at drvanwinkle.com.
Police are trying to clear the name of a man suspected of killing his wife back in the 1960s when she disappeared. Marvin Johnson later died in the 1990s, became a suspect because he didn't report his wife Lucy missing until she had been gone for 4 years. It was discovered later that Lucy had simply left and remarried and was living under a different name in a different town. Something wrong?
No, I'm just reading text messages. It's about the news on the air is all.
Okay.
Sorry. I would report Holly missing pretty quick after I made sure the body was good and hidden. I've watched enough of these murder shows. And what's funny is when people call in and they really are trying to sell the call.
And they overdo the dramatics.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm like, that doesn't sound real. You can usually tell pretty quick if it's real.
If it's authentic.
Yeah, if it's authentic. There was one where he even he thought he had muted the phone or something. You could hear his voice, whole tone changed.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, man.
A Canadian beer was taken off the menus because it violated human rights. A craft brew called Albino Rhino was banned after a woman with albinism filed a complaint with the British Columbia Human Rights, claiming the name was insensitive to people with her condition.
Oh, boy.
The beer will be renamed Rhino.
No, man, that's just woke America, woke Canada. That's what's happened down here is the wokeism has drifted south. Started in Canada.
Can I
no doubt.
That's silly to me.
Mm-hmm. I guess what's silly to me is the continued will to pacify this crap. Like, just don't listen to that. Don't entertain it and move on, and people will quit. But people are just looking for a reason to be a cause, aren't they?
A gang of sticky-fingered bandits stole $30 million worth of maple syrup from a warehouse in Quebec where the syrup was stored in huge barrels.
How many barrels? And where do you put $30 million? $30 million worth of maple syrup?
The amount stolen was so vast that the traders on the Canadian commodities market feared the syrup could be sold to rogue bottlers, causing a crash in the wholesale prices and, making it to where you can't buy syrup.
Sticky situation they got there.
A family in Ontario had not realized their home had been burglarized, were surprised to get all of their possessions back the next day with an apology. When the family arrived back home after a short trip, they hadn't noticed that the screen door had been cut and an Xbox and a digital camera were missing. The next day, they found a plastic bag hanging on the front door containing the electronics. $450 to fix the door, an anonymous note stating, "I've been having a very hard time financially lately, and I made a bad decision." Well, good on them for bringing
that was
it back.
Nice of them to bring it back.
And money to fix the screen.
Guilty
door.
conscience.
Conscious?
Conscience.
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 There you go.
I didn't say it right.
No, you were saying it like I regained.
Consciousness. Conscience.
Yeah.
It's the same word.
No, it's not the same word.
It is now. We got time for maybe one more. We got time for all kind, but I think you need to leave. So.
Ooh, I can't read that one.
Now everybody's going to want to hear that one.
Police in Saskatchewan ticketed a driver for not wearing his seatbelt. The driver is vowing to fight the ticket because he has no arms and can't buckle up. He lost his arms up to the shoulders in a power line accident, drives using his left foot in a government-approved vehicle. So, there you go.
Wednesday's Worst Criminals. Tomorrow will be Thursday. There's never a shortage of those people.
Yeah, a lot of times I can find somebody on the Manchester, Tennessee forum acting like a turd head on there.
Yeah, we'll find. Really, the Karen who wanted the albino rhino change probably should be Thursday. Not a fan. Anyway, we got birthdays coming up next. That's going to actually do it for us on the Carmine Family Dental Cams. We're going to end over there early today, but the morning show continues. Birthdays coming up next. Morning show brought to you by Dr. James Van. We go talk to him about Emsella treatments. Holly, tell everybody bye.
Bye, everybody.
Learn more about Emsella treatments at drvanwinkle.com. Solve urinary incontinence so coughing and sneezing does not become a problem, and you don't have to change your clothes. Learn more at drvanwinkle.com. drvanwinkle.com.
A careless driver can change your life in an instant. Do you know what to do or who to call? If you've been injured in a motor vehicle accident and do not have an attorney, call Auto Accident Help Desk for a free consultation. We can answer all and estimate the potential value.
Holly doesn't have anywhere to be. She just pretending to have somewhere to be. She does. She has somewhere to be. See y'all. Y'all have a good day. Click it over radio. Be back tomorrow. 6:30 to 8:30 normal, I believe. A patient of mine one time put a 0 on the end of a 12 when we wrote a script for a narcotic. She got arrested when she picked up her script. Good. Somebody tried to put a 0 on the end of a script for 12. That's Thursday activities. See y'all.